What's up? Welcome back. So it was Mother's Day yesterday and I did what any responsible husband does, and I went and bought myself a sports car. Yeah. Before we get too into it and I reveal what kind of car it is, I want to say it is an incredible deal. It's crazy how much the market has shifted on these cars and where they were in comparison to very similar cars. Just to put it in perspective, I actually bought this car for $3,000 less than the cheapest running 240SX within about 100 miles. The market has definitely shifted. S chassis no longer make sense, and I think this is probably the best bang for buck kind of substitute. I think there's an argument to be made that it's probably a better chassis in a lot of ways. First off, you get more power. It's still rear-wheel drive configuration. There's a ton of aftermarket support, and overall, I'm really happy with my purchase. So without dragging it out too much, let's get into what I bought. So I've been on the hunt for a sports car, another project car, something to develop parts for a while now, and I haven't really been able to make up my mind. I'm constantly cruising like Facebook, Craigslist, and everywhere that has cars for sale just to see what kind of deals there are. Came across this, an older gentleman had it. He's owned it since like 2011. It is a 2006 automatic with about 152,000 miles on it. It is completely bone stock, all intact, everything's there, nothing's missing. That being said, it does have its flaws. On film, I'm sure it looks pretty decent, but there's a lot of flaws in the paint. There's stuff like this, scuff marks, lots of dents, lots of rock chips, not a big deal. Headlights are faded. For the most part, all of that is fairly easy to sort out. Again, I'm not quite sure if I want to keep the car. If I do, I'd really love to put the V3 Nismo front bumper, back bumper, and wing. But we'll see if I end up deciding to keep the car or not. This car is definitely not without its problems. First and foremost, it's automatic. Yeah, it sucks. It is correctable, and if you didn't notice right there, some of the trim work is painted red. So it's kind of ugly, needs to be manual swapped. Not sure if I'm gonna do the manual swap. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the car. So kind of waiting and see if I could find some good deals on a CD009 transmission. If I do, I'll manual swap it. If not, it's kind of up in the air. Who knows? Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll do an engine swap. I don't know. But yeah, these red panels definitely have to go. As you can see, I've actually already taken this one off, sanded it, and painted it with some SEM interior paint, and it came out really good. It looks a lot nicer than this red. So out of place. But yeah, a lot of touch-up work to do, and then car should be back on the road. I don't know what happened here either. It's supposed to be this color. It's supposed to have like this soft touch black rubber. Same thing with the gauge pod, but I don't know, they scraped it all off. I don't know why. And oh yeah, ejector seat. Of course. It's not even hooked up. Not even hooked up. Why? It's fine now. It's fine. Anyways, the biggest selling point for me was having a full, intact, unmodified car. And as you can see, the engine bay looks great, completely untouched. I think maybe the tube is different, but maybe that is the regular Z tube. I'm not sure why it's like sanded looking, but everything else is intact and in really good condition, especially for a car with 152,000 miles on it. I've actually already gone through and added in a bunch of these brand new clips to hold the bumper, and then the same thing with those upper covers. I also wanted to say I'm not abandoning the Frontier. I still have it. I'm still modifying it, developing parts for it. But in the meantime, I wanted something that's a little bit funner to drive, a little bit better gas mileage, something else I can develop some parts for. I have a handful of parts that are easy to make and produce and that sell pretty well for the Frontier, and I'd like to do the same with the Z to kind of just build my brand and hopefully get more money in the door to do bigger, larger projects. If you have any projects, ideas you want me to develop or make or try, let me know down in the comments and I'll see what I can do. But that's gonna be a wrap for today.